One thing I do not want you to grow into is a problem like Adora. Because I will personally kill you if you do. Now tell me everything you know about Ngozi.
Ngozi is a woman of Ezeonu. She has a temple where she reads the palms of people. She's very popular, for she doesn't take no for an answer. Men actually fear her.
So how did she get to hear about me?
As I said earlier, she reads the palms of people. She's a woman of many sides. Probably she got to hear about you from someone from here.
So I wouldn't be wrong if I concluded that she's diabolical, right?
No, mother, she's not diabolical. She's simply just a woman that anyone cannot intimidate. She's actually the reason I am still unmarried. She has a way that she treats men that makes them feel very inferior before her.
Are you aware that she's in this palace?
Yes, mother, I'm aware. I was with her before you sent for me.
Really? And you're also aware that her son brought her to this palace to make her the queen mother and ridicule me, right?
Mother, I would not want you to bother yourself over nothing. Ngozi is not here for the reason that you just said. She actually told me that she would be returning to Ezeonu.
Are you telling me to my face that you believe her more than you believe me?
I'm sorry, mother, but I am only telling you the truth. Even the king cannot think of such a thing. Ngozi is from Ezeonu, and it's very impossible for her to become the queen here in Umuokpaleri.
Can I trust you?
Yes, mother. You can always trust me.
I want you to poison that woman. I don't want her to be alive.
I'm sorry, mother. But why must we do that? She gave me life, mother.
Shut up. I gave you life, not her. You are a princess of Umuokpaleri, not a woman from Ezeonu. Ilono brought her here to make her relevant in the kingdom politics. And I don't want that to ever happen. You are the one she trusts. And you are the one I trust. So, who do you value more? Your biological mother or your adopted mother?
Can you still remember the exact message we got from Aligum that compelled us to seek elimination of Ngozi?
Are you talking of Ngozi, your brother's wife?
This is one thing I hate about you, Okudeli. Why can't you ever answer questions directly? Do you know any other Ngozi?
If you could recall, I wasn't there when the chief priest of Aligum gave the message. You were the one that told me what he said. And moreover, I didn't hear from him.
Can you still remember what I told you that he said?
You said he told you that Ngozi will give birth to a son who would rise to become great. And ultimately, the said son will be a powerful lord to all our children, and even to us.
And when I gave you that message, did you believe me from the innermost part of your heart?
Of course I believe. That is why I gave you all the cooperation I gave that time. But oh no, why all these questions?
The priest lied.
That is impossible. A priest that sits before Aligum and ministers cannot lie. How could you say a thing like this?
Maybe I was wrong to have said that he lied. Maybe I would have said that he gave invalid information that ultimately misled me.
I'm still lost. What exactly are you saying?
When the priest said that Ngozi will give birth to a son, he was wrong. The right thing was that she had already given birth to the braided monster that will make our children his slaves.
I still don't know where you are coming from.
Iluno, the vibrant king of Umuokpaleri, is that monster. We forced August out of this family to prevent her from reproducing the monster. But unknown to us, she had already reproduced the monster.
I don't understand. How can you say Ogusi reproduced the king of Umuokpaleri? That's a reckless word. I don't think I like getting involved in such a thing like this.
She gave birth to a son, and the son was stolen. That same stolen child is now the Iluno of Umuokpaleri today. He is the problem we have today, and we must crush him before it becomes too late.
I am into this mess I am today because I want you to be relevant. I've always wanted the best for you, Chizitere. The least you could do is to rise up and let me know that we are working together.
Mother, that is the right word. We are working together. I don't know why you're angry.
I am angry because nobody believes in me. Adora does not believe in me. Awale does not believe in me. You must be the one who will believe in me.
Mother, I don't know what you want me to believe in, but I've always believed in you.
I don't know what your schedule is, but I want us to go to Ezeonu today.
Mother, I cannot go to Ezeonu.
Why? You did not even bother to know what we're going to Ezeonu to do. You cannot just say no without knowing the mission at hand.
What is the mission?
Ngozi, the cursed woman of Ezeonu, is planning to come to Umuokpaleri to assume position as the Queen Mother.
Mother, who told you that? I'm aware she came to the palace, but she already left.
What difference does it make? She was here for 2 weeks, planning on how to take over from me. Chizitere, I am your mother. By now you should have realized that ego counts. I am the Queen Mother, and I will not allow any woman, any stranger to come into this land to overshadow me. It is not possible.
Why is Ilu not doing this? Why on earth will he ever not show the idea of bringing a strange woman to be the queen in this land?
You have to arrange your things. If possible, arrange some of your friends, because we are going to Ezeonu, and it's not going to be a friendly visit.
I don't know what you're doing here. Why don't you want to live with me in Umuokpaleri? I will be a better king when I have you around.
I'm always around. I want to stay here in Ezeonu to retrieve every single thing that is seized from me. I have been reluctant about it all these years and allowed them to trample upon me because I thought that the gods abandoned me. I saw no reason to fight for any land since I had no son. And now that I have a son, I want to step back and retrieve every single thing they took from me.
Mother, I do not want you to engage in any squabble with anyone. I have the blessings of the gods. We can buy whatever we need.
I know what I am doing, son. That woman called Ochiora of Umuokpaleri ruined me. She triggered the frustration I face today. She committed a huge abomination against me. I don't even know why you're asking me to forgive her.
You already told me you forgave her. Mother, please, forgive her, for we now know the reason she did what she did. See it as an act of the gods. I am now king. Not just any king, but the king of Umuokpaleri. Could this have been possible if she hadn't stolen me from you?
She made me lose faith in prophecy. It was prophesied to me that I will have a son that will be a great man.
And that has happened, Mother. I am a great man. Let us forget the past and articulate on the future. Biko, listen to me, I beg you.
father.
Sit down. There is an evil scheme going on in this kingdom as we speak. The king has brought a woman of Ezeonu and is planning to make her the queen mother of this land. My inquiries reveal that you are part of that. So I called you here to explain what that means.
I am sorry, father, but I sincerely do not understand what you mean.
Ekezi, are you telling me you are not aware that his brother is in this kingdom as we speak?
He invited her into this kingdom on his royal invitation. I can tell you that the woman has gone back to Ezeonu. He brought her here to take care of her. And there is nothing like making her the queen mother.
I am not comfortable that she came here in the first place.
Why? Yeah. Even if the king decides to make his mother the queen mother, why on earth should we kick against that?
Why are you very stupid? I mean, why are you parading yourself like a man of this land and you are a fool? What is wrong with you? Does it mean you cannot use your head? Why are you part of an evil scheme that will make our kingdom inferior to Ezeonu? A man of Ezeonu is already ruling us as our king. And now, he's planning to bring a woman of Ezeonu to come and be the leader of our women. And you who calls himself my son, is supporting that. What is wrong with you?
Father, you are bringing politics into this. And sincerely, I do not want to get myself involved in politics. I don't want to get involved in politics. Huh? The king has the prerogative. He decides on who is to be queen. And if he's already settled for his mother, then we cannot continue to call her an outsider. Yeah? Her son is our king and he is not doing badly.
You are just very stupid. Now, I want you to go back to your colleagues. As many of you that are planning this madness, go back to them and tell them what I'm telling you now. That a woman of Ezeonu will never emerge as the queen of this land.
Father, don't you think you are usurping the powers of the king?
I am the traditional prime minister of this kingdom. I have a sacred duty to correct evil. If you don't mind, go back to your room.
Huh?
Leave my presence. Tell them what I said. To all your colleagues. Useless bunch of people.
I'm now ready to know why you sent for me. Ezeonu is a time bomb, ready to explode. You promised to revert back to me. I have now waited for 3 days without any word from you. Are you telling me you are not bothered?
I can't remember promising you anything. The issue, however, is that I don't clearly understand what you mean by Ezeonu being a time bomb.
He's beginning to inquire into his father's land.
I'm not going to go into any form of argument with both of you. I am now a widow. And before my husband passed on, he asked me never to get involved in any form of land dispute. If your family have decided that they want the land, they have my full consent.
Are you sure we have your full consent?
You said the family decided. Who am I to oppose the family decision? My offense is that I didn't have a son. And my young daughter does not have any inheritance here. I cannot oppose the family decision.
This is Oji Ikenga. I will break it before you and we will share it together. it will be a perpetual agreement that you give us your consent.
Ichokudele, my oral submission is enough. I will not be part of this scholar.
Why? But you just said that you wouldn't want to stand opposite the family.
Yes, I said so. And I still stand by it.
Then keep quiet and allow him bless the collar. We can do nothing without this collar being broken before you.
I will not be part of this collar knot. I will not show any form of interest in the land. I have given you my word, and my word is my bond.
Oh no. Let's go. Let's go, Kalu. I can see you are preparing for something. Prepare your mind. I have just started. Oh no. Going to break down. Could you imagine a woman we married with half a money can tell me to my face that she will not carry out my order? I am going to deal with her. I'm going to deal with her. This is not time to shout. What do we do? Eh? But do you know that I was the only person that supported my brother when he wanted to take a Mbamili woman for what? Even the men of Mbamili cannot speak to me the way she did. Listen, let me tell you. I swear on the land upon which we stand, I am going to deal ruthlessly with that woman. I am going to deal with that witch. Believe me when I say it. Don't know.
Eke, Ori, Afo, Info, why are you before the priest of Aligom?
When we are confused on issues that border on customs and traditions of our people, we come to inquire from you.
The priest is waiting to hear what confuses you.
When a woman is married to a family, she belongs to that family. Is that not correct?
If the said woman is married properly to the said family, yes.
Has she got any rights under the traditional laws of our land to stand opposing the family in all their decisions?
It all depends on the decision. If the family is wrong in their decisions, you know, many families err in their decisions, then the woman has the right to say no and stand opposite the wrong decision.
A woman of Mbamili named Ngozi, my late brother's widow, is challenging my decisions. I am the head of the family, and she has no right under the traditional laws of our land to challenge or argue with me over anything I said. I have come to inform you. I will deal with her.
The paramount priest of Aligom does not have any business with whom you decide to deal with. But I must remind you that Aligom, the god of our land, is the god of equity and justice. He will rise against you if you trample upon the widow unjustly.
Can you just give me one reason you find it difficult to believe me when I say that Ngozi is evil?
Oh no. You don't say someone is evil
You should present facts. I mean cogent and verifiable facts.
Listen to me, Okudele. I am just coming back from the shrine of Arigom, where I had gone to inquire from the priest.
What did he say?
Ngozi is going to give birth to a son. This son will constitute himself into a lord and will dwarf our children. And they will always go to him, begging for things.
Impossible. That cannot happen.
Okudele, hold on, I have not finished. This son will become popular in the council of Ahanes and Igbo. Ultimately, he will be the bridge between our land and others. I am just telling you the verdict from all these years. The priest of Aligum has finally confirmed the message.
Do you have any idea who will father the son? As her husband is late?
She's planning to open her legs for some strangers. They will make her pregnant and she will deliver the monster.
Well, if you are sure of what you are telling me, then we must call her to order. She must be warned against getting pregnant for a stranger.
Okudele, that is childish. You don't issue such warnings. A widow has the right to do whatever she wants with anyone. You can't issue such warnings.
So what are you saying? You want her to deliver the child?
We're going to kill her. There is no way you can prevent a lousy woman from becoming pregnant. Mainly when her mind is made. Killing her is the safest way to end the manifestation of the monster. Yes. I pleaded with you that we should kill the woman, but you refuse. Are we not facing the consequences?
Had it been we killed her, it would have been an act of killing someone for nothing. She had already had the boy before you called for her assassination. And if I'm allowed to speak, I will say that Ezeonu is no threat.
Why are you sounding this way? Can you afford to surrender your own share of the land we seized from his mother?
Oh no, you don't have to misunderstand me. The man who is the king has access to all the lands.
Yes, I agree. But we are not part of the kingdom where he is a king and where he has access to all the lands. He is a king in Umuapaleri. He can never be a king here.
What makes you think he's interested in the lands?
He has sent a message to Odibo, the youth leader. He has told him that we seize all the land from his mother. Ngozi has told him everything. And that is why I will never stop blaming you. Had there been we killed the woman, she will not be able to say anything to anyone. Let people don't talk.
Why are you staring at her? Kill her! Kill her, let me see how she will become a queen mother in my land.
When I look at you, I wonder what makes you think that you can silence me with that thing you're holding called gun.
Will you shut up your mouth? Do you realize you're talking to my mother?
Mama. What?
Why are you looking for my trouble? You stole my son and I forgave you. Why are you coming around to disturb my life? One more move you make, I will use this very weapon that you have already fortified with poisonous pieces of iron. Leave! Come back here, you troublemaker. My son told me that you gave him life and that he loves you as his mother. He pleaded with me not to harm you. It was based on that very plea that I forgave you. Do not make me lose my temper. By the gods, I am a woman that controls unseen powers. Even men fear me. I will assume that you never came here to fight me. But if this repeats itself again, I will show you that I am Ngozi of Ezeonu. I am a woman that you can never be taken for granted. Get out! Come back here!
You want us to leave without the gun?
I will send back the gun to you before sunset. Now you must leave. Thank you. Now you come back here! Hey! He that kills by the gun dies by the gun. Never you ever step your foot back here again. Back at this. Get out! Out!
You have just destroyed the whole purpose of coming here. To kill that woman who was about to make history of becoming a queen in a strange land. You were just there pointing the gun at her. Why were you wasting time?
Mother, I do not understand what you mean by wasting time.
You would have shot that woman immediately we went inside that place. But you were just pointing the gun at her, wasting time. The fact that you wasted time gave her ample opportunity to strike. And now we're going back without achieving our aim.
Mother, I want to ask you this question. How many people have you killed in your life before?
What kind of stupid question is that one?
Mother, it's not a stupid question, it's very important. You've never killed anybody in your life before. I have. I've lost count of people I've killed.
So why did you not kill this one? You were just there staring at her. She insulted your mother and you couldn't kill her.
Mother, there's something we must do. We need to go back to Umopaleri and strategize. And if I find out she has the ambition of becoming the queen mother, I will personally kill her.
Kill her now, you couldn't.
Mother, take my word, I will kill her.
Come, ordinary woman, kill her, you couldn't.
I will kill this
Come,
woman.
kill who? Come.
Mother, just give me a little time.
If I had known, I would have collected that gun from you. I would have shot her.
Mother, take.
We are going now. Come.
You don't want to go back?
Go back to where? Go and do what?
Why are you giving me the impression that you're working with my enemies? Why are you sounding as if you're not part of the politics of this land? Why?
I'm sorry, my husband, but I'm not talking about the politics of this land. I interacted with your brother and...
He is not my brother. I wouldn't want to say this again. That man you're calling my brother is a stranger from Ezeonu, who used the power of Aligomi to become king. He is not my brother and he can never be.
I'm sorry, my love, but there's no reason to get angry. Your brother is ready to lay down his life for this kingdom. It is only unfair that you address him as a stranger. I mean, he works hard day and night to make this kingdom the best around here.
Listen to me, Ifeyinwa. You're not getting my point. I want to ask you this one question. Are you aware that Ezeonu is planning to bring his mother, another stranger from Ezeonu, to make her the queen mother of this land? Are you aware?
No, that's not true. But even if he decides to make his mother the queen mother of this kingdom, is there anything wrong with that? Our primary concern should be the unity of this palace and the prosperity of this kingdom. I mean, the king is doing everything possible to make sure that we'll have all this. Why must we allow the politics of who becomes queen mother or not to come in and destroy everything? My husband, let's put our energies together and support the king. Let's work.
Will you shut up your mouth? Do you realize you're talking to your husband?
Exactly. You remain my husband.
Why are you not seeing things the way I'm saying it? Ezeonu has a bad plan to make our kingdom an extension of Ezeonu. If you're sure you're part of the palace, you must align with me to fight for the protection of this kingdom.
Forgive me, my husband. I'm sorry, but I don't believe you.
Will you get out? Get out, get out.
Have such plans.
Get out. Go inside and allow me to think. Because I see you're not well trained. You have to go back to those that are training you. You need to be well trained. Get out. Get out.
Ezeonu is the greatest problem we have. Now tell me, how do we end him?
A man who is a king in Umuokpaleri cannot be killed by mortals. How do you want us to end him?
What you said is valid. When you want to kill him in Umuokpaleri, all his protections are rendered impotent once he stepped out of that kingdom.
Oh no. Oh no. I have my doubt over what you are saying. Even if I accept that we can kill him like that, do you ever think he can leave the land alone?
I have my plans. The men of Umuokpaleri do not know what it means to have a stranger as their king. We shall come up with a strategy to educate them. We need to open their eyes. We must make them see him as evil. They may even dethrone him and banish him. When he comes to this place, we'll kill him.
Do you think it will be possible?
Everything is possible. Remember what the soothsayer says. Even the priest of Aligom ultimately confirmed it. He will become so big and become uncontrollable. The best way forward is to kill him before it becomes too late.
Why are you giving me the impression that you value Yam more than me?
Mother, I value the both of you. You are my mother. But she it was that nurtured me. She was actually the one that directed me to come and meet you. Mother, she has done a lot for me. I cannot kill her.
You just told me now that she prevented you from getting married. Why are you trying to defend a witch?
Mother, she is not a witch. I did not call her a witch because she is not one. Yes, she has a problem, but she's still a good woman.
Awele, you will not like what I will do to you if you refuse to work for me. I have been making all kinds of plans to get you a husband. That's the greatest honor any woman can have. I am your mother. That is why I am trying to honor you. Learn to work with me. One more thing. Let whatever thing we have discussed be between us. Consider yourself dead if I hear it outside.
Why is she forcing me to do what I know I cannot do? Why on earth would I kill a woman that gave me life?
I am standing on my feet to address this body because of the importance of the matter under discussion. Rules are made for men and not made for rules. I have discussed with other elders, and we have arrived at the conclusion that we have to suspend the enthronement placed upon Ochora. She is Teresa's mother. The devil we know is better than the angel we don't know. She has to resume her duties as the queen mother of Umuokpaleri. Eh?
Yes.
Your Highness, do you have any objection to that?
I was made to understand she committed an abomination when she touched the crown. I was told a woman does not touch the crown of Umobaleri kingdom. And based on that, she was declared incompetent to continue as queen. And it has remained so ever since. And you need an assurance from you. Is this decision in line with the traditions of our people?
Your Majesty, I want to register myself with what Ishi Enebeli said already. Rules are made for men and not the other way around. We, the men in council, we have discussed extensively. And we found out that the woman in question acted in her quest to salvage this kingdom. She didn't touch the crown for any selfish reason. And we, the men in council, we have decided that the dethronement order placed on her should be cancelled immediately. That she must be allowed to continue performing her duties as the queen mother of this land. This is the decision of men in council, Your Majesty. And the king is under obligation to key in.
I am not an all-knowing king. If the council has decided to forgive her, who am I to oppose it? I have forgiven her, therefore she should continue as queen mother.
Your Highness, I want to be part of the council that does the right thing.
And what do you mean by the right thing, Ishiesi Kogu?
A queen that is dethroned, she cannot be restated by mere declaration alone. We must bring out the ancestral staff of Umobaleri people. That staff must be stamped 4 times, representing the 4 market days that make up a week in Igbo calculation. After that, the dethroned queen can now be assumed to have been restated. That is the right thing, and we must do the right thing, Your Highness.
Your Majesty, I must admit here and now that what Ishiesi Kogu said is in line with the tradition of this land. Thank you very much for reminding us. That's why you are an Ishia. Your Majesty, the onus is now on you. So you have to go in and bring out the ancient staff of Umobaleri people and stamp it on the ground 4 times like he said. That will be the only way the dethroned queen mother could be said to have been reinstated. Your Majesty.
Wait!
Inasmuch as I'm not an Ije yet, I know the custom and tradition of our people. An abomination has been committed, and the elders are saying the abomination should be swept under the mat. Never. It's not compulsory that the king must be the one that will stamp the staff. Any other person can. Since the elders are saying that the abomination should be swept under the mat, the elders should decide who amongst you does the stamping.
Yes.
We don't want the king to do the stamping.
Yes, exactly. And who are the we, if I may ask you?
I speak on behalf of the youth present here. We don't want him to do it. The elders should decide what to do.
The conclusion here is that we don't have queen mother.
Yes.
The meeting shall reconvene when the elders volunteer who shall stamp the staff.
Oh, yes.
Then a decision shall be taken.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
You told me that you would be attending the meeting. Why didn't you go again?
I changed my mind. Do you have a problem with that?
Why would you change your mind when they are discussing the progress of this kingdom? Chizitere, that is not fair.
What we are facing is bigger than fairness. The youth of this community have decided to align with Ezeonu to frustrate me. I am not going to play into their hands. There are this war coming, I wouldn't want to be the loser.
Are you the one that wants to start this war? I am asking because Ezeonu is not thinking of war.
I am sorry, Awele, but I wouldn't want to believe what our mother said is the truth.
How do you mean?
She said you're not ready to work on our side, that you're more attached to Ezeonu. And I wondered if you know you don't have a biological relationship with him.
A biological relationship is simply not the only thing we have. We have seen brothers and sisters killing themselves. I value true love. Ezeonu represents that. Sincerely, I would not want to do anything that would undermine his peace initiatives.
You're working for him?
I am working for the progress of the family. I am not working for any one individual. Ezeonu is now king and he is doing extremely well. And I would advise that you do everything to support him.
Get out.
Are you talking to me?
Yes, I am talking to you. Any day you run into troubled waters, don't come to me.
Are you telling me all this simply because I told you the truth?
As long as you're emotionally attached to somebody who doesn't share blood relationship with you, at the detriment of your own blood brother, it means you don't know the meaning of the words truth. If you don't mind, I would like to be left alone. Get out.
Ifechukwu delu no dego ya, Ifechukwu delu no dego ya, Ifechukwu kwulu no kwuo ya, Ifechukwu kwulu no kwuo ya, Onye Chukwu zolu no zogo ya, Onye Chukwu zolu no zogo ya. Ilo di n'ebe niile, mana ilu n'ọkasị ilo niile. Ifechukwu delu no dego ya, Ifechukwu delu no dego ya.
I have this weird feeling that the elders have been bought over. They're planning my downfall.
To be very sincere with you, the elders have not been bought. Whatever they are doing boils down to ego, and we must give them some credit.
So how do you explain what just happened now? They knew I was going to collapse and die if I stamped that staff to atone for all the sins the dethroned Queen Mother committed. And they were encouraging and pushing me to do it. I think they are sabotaging me.
The Queen Mother told them that you are bringing your mother to become the Queen Mother, and they believed her.
But I have no such plans. That's not true. Listen, I have been separated from my mother since birth. This is the first time I am being with her. I just want to bring her close so I could show her all the love and care I never did all my life. Why would Ochora read meanings into this?
Your Highness, there is a question I want to ask you. Is there anything wrong in you making your wife the Queen Mother of this land? I believe that Ochora will not have a problem with it if your wife is declared as a Queen Mother of this kingdom.
I do not want to bring my wife into the kingdom politics. That is why I kept her out of the picture. I think the elders are plotting my downfall. They are sabotaging me. And it gives me serious cause for worry.
If you will listen to me, I want to say that we should allow this matter to rest. I already told my father that you are not trying to bring your mother to become the Queen Mother. Concern yourself with the development of this land. Continue to secure grassroots support. And there's nothing anyone can do to silence a popular king.
Yes.
She is planning to kill that woman, and I know she must be stopped. You don't have to worry yourself about that. The Ngozi I saw is not the kind of woman that would be intimidated by our mother. Adora, it has gone beyond the desire to intimidate. She is out to kill. Already she asked me to go and poison that woman, and I said I won't do it. And now she's very angry with me. Awele, like I said earlier on, you don't have to worry yourself. Mother doesn't treat me like a daughter because she doesn't see me as a strong woman. She tells whoever wants to hear her that I am not a strong woman. I don't know if her definition of being strong is being wicked and inconsiderate. Look, Do you know that mother went as far as telling me once that she regrets me being alive? That she would have been happy if I was dead like the others. My goodness. Listen to me. Do not involve yourself with mother. Whatever she asks you to do, do not do it. Mother is not a noble woman, and it's not possible for her to be. You don't have to cry. Just I have to go now. Please come see me off. I'm just so confused. You don't have to be confused. You don't have to be confused. Okay? You don't have to cry. But all I want you to do is concern yourself with what is right. Are you listening to me? Do not accept anybody mother wants you to marry. Listen to me. All her friends are into charms. I'm telling you. And whosoever man she brings to you must be into charms. Awele, I want you to always remember this. Patience is a virtue. And your own man, a good man, will come. Okay? You're so beautiful. So tell me. Mother, you're here already. When did you come back?
Death is nearer than life. A woman can kill countless number of men in just one day. Yet it takes 9 months to reproduce a child. Have you bothered to ask yourself why people fear death?
Mother, you are confusing me. What kind of question is that?
A woman who gave you life is your God and everything. I gave you life, so I remain your God. Let me warn you. Do not make me take that life that I gave to you. Don't make me take it back.
Well, Mother, I may need to speak like someone that lived with the fearless Ngozi. You are not my God.
I beg your pardon.
You sold me at birth because you never valued me. You hated me from birth, that's why you sold me. Another woman that didn't need a girl child was forced to nurture a girl child. She gave me everything. I never for once knew that she wasn't my mother. You can never make me hate her.
Come here! Go ahead. Continue having your useless meetings in this palace. But let me warn you. If you ever gather again to discuss me, I swear I will kill you. Get out of my presence.
It is a taboo. It is a taboo that Ezeonu, an evil child that was stolen at birth, has risen to become this great. He has been protected with all the protections of Umar Aleri. That is why it has become impossible for me to kill him. I am asking you to go through the wind and bring him down to Ezeonu, where I can kill him. I want him dead. Want him dead.
Iche Okadike, I do not know why you are still standing, please. The last time I saw you was during the death of my late father, your friend. This is the second time I'm seeing you after then. Could you please sit down so we can talk at length?
You are king today because the gods of this land permitted it. For reasons best known to them. Are you not aware?
I am. We are nothing without the gods. Nothing is ever possible without them.
I am always interested in what happens here in the palace. because I am permanently indebted to your father. He was more like a father than just a friend. I am here today because threat of death is no longer coming from this land. It is now coming from your biological land, and I have come to warn you.
Could you please tell me the people plotting my death?
And what do you want to do to them?
So I'll be wary. I'll be careful. I now know I'm surrounded by enemies. I need to be careful about those plotting to take my life.
What they plan here in Umopaleri should not bother you. You should concern yourself with the threat of death coming from your biological kingdom.
My father once told me in a dream that I should be wary of men of Ezeonu. I wonder if he ever found out I was from there originally. And I still haven't managed to understand the meaning of that warning.
It means exactly what he told you. Be wary of the men of Ezeonu. They are not comfortable with your rise, and they are ganging up to silence you forever. They may come with sweet offer. Be not enticed, because beneath the sweetness lies death. The ideal thing for you to do is run.
Never. I will never run from those who took everything my father left behind. After my father's death, they took the land, they took everything and left my mother in penury. I will retrieve every single thing they have taken from us.
That is where discretion comes in. That is where discretion comes in. I am not asking you to develop into a coward that doesn't fight for his right. Fight for your right, but be wary of men who can pay for your termination. They never liked your face, and they can pay heavily to have you wiped off the face of the earth. You are now king. Walk like a king. I will see you when I will.
Onye tasiri bono bio atasigo webu piaganya o. Onye na-akpọ nwanne gị na-akpala otu oge sigbu gị o. Kedu ife a ga-emenu ka ilo wee benata n'elu ụwa?
Why is Okadike poking into the politics of this land? What is his business?
Kilo benata n'elu ụwa. Onye na-egbu onye isi acha anya wo.
The only thing I have understood so far is that your name is Ekezi, and you are the only son of the traditional prime minister. How does this concern me? I am not part of the politics in this land.
I did not come here to discuss politics. You are coming back to Umopaleri. It's an act of the gods. Because they knew you belong here. And the ultimate reason is for you to be married here. I present myself as that man. Please accept to be my wife.
This is very funny. I mean, tonight is the very first night we are talking. Apart from the things you told me about yourself already, I know nothing else about you. How could you be talking about marriage?
We have a pattern here. We are different from men of Ezeonu, where you spend all your life. Here we go straight to the point. That's why I open up immediately. Accept to marry me and we can start the process tomorrow. Remember, it is the gods that planned this. They brought you back as a single woman because they know you belong here. Just say yes to me.
Mother.
Greetings, Ochoa.
So Ekeze, you're one of them. You now find it very difficult to bow before the queen.
I don't know why you should say that. You know that it is no longer permitted for anyone to bow before you as the queen. Doing so may ignite the anger of the gods, and I don't want to die untimely. Sincerely sorry.
What is going on here?
Mother, he said he wants me to be his wife.
That is not how I said it. I said that it was the God that prevented you from marrying Ezeonu. That is why they brought you back here, to marry here. And I asked you to permit me to be the man.
Then what is the difference in what you have just said and what I told my mother?
You removed the angle where I mentioned the gods. That is the most important thing.
Okay, I want to ask you. Did you come here on your own accord or you were sent by others?
You know, I am here on my own accord. I can never be sent by anybody.
Very well then. You will marry my daughter on one condition. I am your mother and I make all decisions for you. Ekezi, you will marry my daughter only if you volunteer to work for me.
What do you want me to do for you?
I don't want to waste my time with you. What are you doing here?
Do you realize that you are talking to the knower of Ezeonu?
Do you also realize that you're standing before Ngozi of Ezeonu? You are not welcomed here. I request that you leave immediately.
I came here to give you good news. Why are you hostile to an Ono that has good news to give?
You are the origin of my problem. I'm not interested in that good news you came to give.
Well, we have decided to release all the land we collected from you. Now it has been established that you have a son. We are no longer holding on to them.
And who told you that you and Okudile took the land in the first place? Each time I look at your ignorance, I can't help it than to laugh. The ritual of Oji Ikenga was never completed because I didn't eat the kola nut. So what made you think that you took the land in the first place?
Listen, you are just a woman and you don't know the applications of the laws of this land. As it concerns land ownership, invite your son to come down here. We can finally hand over the land to him.
He was not here when you allegedly took the land. So you don't need his presence to release them.
I am telling you what we have decided. Send for him. Without him, nothing happens.
Osakwe, wait. I was naive before, but not anymore. I am now in charge of the telepathic art of Ezeonu. Be careful with your plot. The Ngozi you see now is different from that naive one that you used to control around.
I agree that you have a right over me. But that does not mean that you have a right to choose a husband for me.
Well, I'm sorry, my dear. I just do not want us to argue this. You see, there are so many things you don't know about this kingdom. You need to calm down and learn from me. The young man that came to marry you, if you agree to marry him, that means we are beginning to get hold of the heart of the politics of this kingdom. Open your eyes and see.
The politics of this kingdom is more important to you than how I feel?
The politics of this kingdom is the most important thing. Every other thing revolves around it. The young man that just proposed to you is one of the few young men who can make things happen in this kingdom. If you agree to marry him, that means the gods are beginning to answer my prayers. And I wouldn't want you to ruin my plan.
Mother, I have a blacksmith from Oka. A man that produces all categories of guns that will come and marry me after the New Yam festival.
Awele, send word to him. Tell him to look for somebody else. That you already have somebody. Or are you not concerned that your mother, who you met as Her Royal Majesty, Ochora of Umopaleri, has been stripped of her title. Your major concern here, my dear, should be how to get that title back. Ekeze is our hook.
Mother, I am sorry, but I will not marry Ekeze.
I have gone too far already with the blacksmith. Mother, we are engaged.
We shall see.
Ngozi is surely a better mother.
Please don't kill me. I'm a man that sits in the position of authority. Please, I can influence things in this kingdom. Please tell me what you want. Just tell me what you want and you have it. Please don't kill me.
The time shall surely come when men that live right at the bank of an ever-flowing river will be dying of thirst. They will be looking at water, but guilt will not allow them to fetch. Why do you want to make yourself one of them? Why?
I don't live in the bank of any water.
Why do you seek the destruction of the star that will bring water?
I don't understand what... It's this man. And he said, why do you seek the destruction of the star? Who is the star? And who is this man?
No. What I don't know can never know me. I am the Ezeonu of Ezeonu. No!
No strange man. No strange man will ever instill fear in me. No.
I am not going to waste time discussing this nonsense with you. You started the process without me. Continue without me. Don't get me involved.
Are you not overreacting, Father? I have not done anything. I just mainly proposed to her.
Why would you propose to her in the first place? That is the question. I am the one who has been asking you to get married.
And I decided to surprise you. Huh? I left all the girls and ladies that are ranked as basic and ordinary. I went for a princess. Why are you not happy that I'm going to bring a princess here?
Let me educate you on something you don't know. Ekezia, there is a difference between the Awele that came back from Ezeonu and all the princesses we know. Yes, she was born by a queen, naturally. But then she was sold into slavery by that same queen. That she managed to trace her way back to her root has not changed the fact that she is indeed a slave.
Oh, come on, Father. Why are you making reckless statements?
What?
Yeah? Awele is a bona fide citizen of this kingdom. She is not a slave. And I'm not going to sit down here and watch you call her a slave.
Let me tell you something. In case if you have forgotten, I am the traditional prime minister of this kingdom. You are my son. That makes you a free-born citizen of this kingdom. There is no way I will ever allow you make a fool of yourself by getting married to a slave. Okay?
This may be the beginning of our misunderstanding. I am going to marry that maiden. I must marry that maiden.
I can see you want to dare me. Let me tell you something, Ekezie. Here in Omo Baleri, men do not flog the masquerade that is leading the way.
That is on the understanding that the masquerade knows where he is going. If the lead masquerade should try to lead us out of line, we will flog him back to line immediately.
There are wars, oh there are wars, but silent war is the worst of all wars. There are wars, oh there are wars, but silent war is the worst of all wars.
Adora, will you explain to me in black and white what you're talking about?
If the gold mine is your problem, Well, I came here to tell you that Ezeonu is ready to give it to you. He wants peace to reign. He wouldn't want you to be a stumbling block in the peace process.
Are you by chance calling me a troublemaker or what?
Our father left a legacy. That must be protected.
And you think Ezeonu is part of that legacy?
Chiziteri, you should apply some sense of intelligence whenever you speak. A man that is now a king in his land is as well the head of the kingdom. Nothing happens without him. Stop seeing him as a stranger. He has proved worthy to be a brother to you. Why don't you reciprocate?
Adora, you're forcing me to give some instructions, and when I do, you're not going to like it.
And what instructions are you talking about?
If you continue to sound like an enemy, I'll be forced to tell the guards to prevent you from entering this palace. That I can do.
And what do you think you are doing? What are you trying to do? Oh, you want to walk out on me? Do you realize that I am still the head princess of this land? I still have my powers. Do not make me make use of them. Don't.
Adora, you have the nerves to draw me back and open your mouth to tell me you have powers. I am the Lord of Otibo Confraternity. I can destroy you. Do you realize that?
You cannot subdue me with your confraternity. This is my family and I will not let you ruin it. You can join all the confraternities around, including in Ndapo of Omambala people. I do not care. That is your business. But one thing, if you fail to listen to me, I will grind you to a halt. I will make use of my power as the head princess to place a curse on you. And that curse will stand.
Me who doesn't know where the wind starts beating will never know where it ends with it. If not for one thing, Uroga kept be nani in Azada.
You talk like someone that knows me very well. But I am surprised. I don't know you.
Someone told you that a soothsayer said that a man from amongst you will become great. And I ask you, is there anything wrong with anyone from your midst becoming great? Who are you? Sensible men study all the angles to a matter before they act. But you rely on hearsay. And now, you are waging war against the just.
What war are you talking about? And who do you call the just?
There are men with two eyes, yet they don't see. There are men with one eye, and they see extremely well. There are others who are blind completely. They don't see. Yet, everything that happens around them, they know. Most times, men with two eyes often come to them to find out what actually happened. They are people I call men amongst men. Aspire to be like them.
What are you saying? That I should aspire to be blind?
On about Omara, Adorofeke, Ufuyi Sinofia. Men like you with two eyes are blind. And those that are blind, they see extremely well. Aspire to be blind so you could see. I will come back to you when you need me. Until then, I leave you with this. Men cannot cover the moon.
You didn't tell me your name.
Oh.
And where you come from.
Oh. I am Okadike. Milidiobu. The realist that lives within.
Excuse me, please.
They have eyes, but they cannot see. Are you one of them?
I had a terrible dream where an evil man struck me. Are you the evil man?
There is an evil man in Ezeonu who is trying to bite the finger that will feed him. Are you that evil man?
He just left my place.
Did you hear what the town crier said earlier this morning?
Town crier? Do I still have time to listen to the town crier? My brother was assassinated. And the men who parade themselves as kingdom security have not been able to come up with any explanation. Tell me again why I should listen to any town crier. Please, tell me.
The town crier said the attack was planned and executed by members of Otikpo Olukpo confraternity. And that is the reason the security network are not taking the matter with zeal.
I don't understand. What do you mean by Otikpo Olukpo confraternity?
It is a deadly cult. They kill on slightest provocation.
Cult? No. No, that's not possible. My brother was never a member of any cult. My brother was a decent young man. Why would they ever want to kill him? Why?
Well, I asked questions after listening to the town crier, and it reported a girl was dating a member of Otikpo Olukpo confraternity, but later dumped him after realizing he was a cultist. Now they got to know that she had a new boyfriend in that side of the village, and she was actually spending the night there. Just because of that innocent guy, they raided the area.
Are they that wicked? How can they kill countless number of people because of one girl? They killed my brother because of the story you just told me. How is it possible?
It's to see how wicked they could be. And I don't think that the kingdom security will do anything about it.
No! No! How can my brother die because, oh my God, I can't.
It's okay.
Otikpo Olukpo confraternity that you just spoke about is a cult. Are you a member of that cult?
Otikpo Olukpo is not a cult. It is a confraternity with core tentacles. We can do and undo. Don't you ever call it a cult again.
Do you know about the raid on Obendida 4 years ago?
It was not a raid, but a mission. Any woman who has slept with a member of Otikpo Olukpo confraternity has tested the zenith of ecstasy. She has no right to desire another man. A woman was engaged with a member of that fraternity, woke up one morning and decided to end that engagement. Then went to Obendida to sleep with one idiot who decided to make a statement. That statement has remained evergreen. No woman will mess around with us anymore.
Were you with them that night at Obendida? The day of the raid? Were you there?
You are asking a nonsense question. I am the Lord of Otikpo Olukpo confraternity. We started it and nurtured it into greatness. Do you sincerely think anything can happen without me? No. I remember how that imbecile was crawling, begging for us to spare him. We did not, because we don't spare people's life.
My brother, my only brother, was killed in that deadly wicked raid you just qualified as a mission. My only brother.
It's quite unfortunate. He was at the wrong place at the wrong time. I am sorry.
But you never told me that you're a member of a confraternity. You never told me that you're a cultist.
Even you want, not have you raise your voice at me. I wish to end this discussion right now.
He introduced himself as Ukadike, Mili Diobu, the realist that lives within.
And what are you making out of that baseless introduction? The man that attempted to kill me in my dream actually visited you, and you are not bothered. Okudele.
Oh no, I am bothered. What I'm saying is that we should strive to get the meaning of all he said. He made strange statements to you and equally made strange statements to me. He might not be from the West, like you said, but he said he lives within, and I think...
Don't think, Okudele. Okudele, don't think. I am telling you what we are going to do. That man you call Okadike is Ezeonu's employee. He has hired him to instill fear in us. Can't you get that? And the best way to handle him is to end his master. When we end his master, he will no longer make any further appearances anywhere. Men like you with two eyes are blind. And those that are blind, they see extremely well. Aspire to be blind so you could see.
That man said some words we cannot dismiss in a hurry.
Should I tell you the truth? We have reached a point where we can no longer go back. Settle it in your mind that we are going to Umar Paleri tomorrow.
Okay, if you want me to answer you these questions clearly, ask clearer questions, then I will answer you.
Iche, I don't think I could be clearer. Is it right for anyone to use the word slave to qualify any free citizen of this kingdom?
And who is the one using the word slave in qualifying a free citizen of this kingdom?
Iche, the identity of the person is not important. I am a man of Umopaleri, and I've been doing everything possible to defend this land.
Yes, I know that, and I agree with you. You are a son of the soil, a true son of the soil. And personally, I hold you in a very high esteem.
I propose to Awele, the princess that returned from Ezeonu. She has not accepted, but I know she's going to accept. I know women, she's just dragging her feet just to make me believe that she's important. Now some prominent men in this kingdom are trying to discourage me.
How are they trying to discourage you?
Just because of the known fact that she was exchanged at birth. Some are now calling her a slave. Saying that if I marry her, that it will be the same as marrying a slave. That I will lose relevance among the high and mighty. I came to find out what you think, Ichie.
I don't know how many of them that are telling you this. But if you ask me, I will tell you that whoever is saying that doesn't know what he or she is saying.
Thank you very much.
Because she is not a slave. So if you have interest in marrying her, go ahead. If you marry her, you will not lose relevance in this land. That is it.
Ichie, thank you very much. You will not understand what you've just done for me.
Because you're always welcome. You're always my person. The only problem I have with you is that you've chosen to work for Ezeonu instead of working for us.
Ichie, what I face now concerns my life, my future, and my succession as a man. It is bigger than the subject of who becomes the queen and who does not. Ichi, thank you very much. I shall get back to you.
Kedifa gemenu kilo benata nenua onye
I don't want it to look like I'm poking into your personal life. But I want you to appreciate the fact that I am your sister. So tell me about the blacksmith from Oka. Well, his name is Omenka. I met him a year ago. He came into my life and gave me so much love. Even when he was told the circumstances surrounding my emergency in Ezeonu, he did not waver. I have committed myself to him and there is no going back. You're making a definite statement and you shouldn't be making such statements. We all want the best way forward. And I know the best way forward. Adora, please talk to mother. Let her allow me marry the man I want. I am no longer a child. Take a look at it. All my mates are married. I don't see any reason why mother would not allow me choose my own husband. Why? Awele, to tell you the truth, I prefer Ekeze to the blacksmith from Oka. Oh, now you're talking like Ama. It goes beyond who is talking like who. Ekeze came on his own and not through mother. Ekeze is different and reliable than any man of Oka you met in Ezeonu. The gods brought you back here for a purpose. And that is to marry from here. Huh? Well, he said the same thing. But we just cannot verify Ekeze's seriousness. Well, he gained access to my presence. And the next thing he said he wants to marry me. How in this world would someone take such character serious? Well, Ekeze has lived in this land for a long while. And we know him. Okay? So, if he has proposed to you, then I can tell you that he means well. Well, I am not going to forget Omenka just like that. Oh, come on. Here he comes. Ekeze, you're welcome.
Thank you very much. How is your day going?
Fine, and yours?
Well, it has never been better.
Ekeze, how is your father?
He's fine. Okay. I was told that the princesses are here relaxing, and I said I should come and join.
That is very thoughtful. Awele, we have a visitor, so he needs to have clean.
Oshera. Obuefi. The decision to dethrone you was not based on any political reason. A sacrilege was committed and the Ishiene Bello responded accordingly. I am the traditional prime minister, quite right. But I cannot single-handedly reverse that decision. Reversal follows a very rigorous process and that is what we are doing.
Well, Obuefi, I did not come here to discuss the elders or whatever decisions they have taken. I came here because we have a way forward.
And what is the way forward?
Your son came to the palace and expressed his willingness to marry my second daughter. And my second daughter already told me in confidence that she has a man from Oka who wants to marry her. But I know you know the relevance, the political relevance of this marriage. So I said, let me come and talk business with you. I can actually cancel her engagement with the man from Oka. That is, if you will confirm it here and now that you work for me.
Oshora, we have an age-long tradition here in Omobaleri. A freeborn must marry a freeborn. And a slave must marry a slave. My son is a freeborn of this kingdom, and there is no way I will ever allow him marry a slave.
What are you talking about? Who are you calling a slave?
You gave birth to a legitimate daughter of this kingdom. And then you sold her off into slavery. On her own, she traced her way back into this kingdom. And here you are, calling her a princess. That is fallacy. She neither received blessing from the king nor any member of the ruling council. Wake up the king today, and he will confirm to you that he has only one princess. Her name is Adora. The one you are parading around as a princess is not even a princess in the first place. My son is a core man of this kingdom, and let me put it to you, there is no way he will ever marry a slave.
You dare call my daughter a slave?
That is what she is. She is a slave. I want you to send words over to the man of Oka that you said is already engaged to your daughter. You people should continue immediately to finalize that marriage arrangement, because your daughter, your slave girl, will never end up with my son.
Almost all your mates are married. Why are you not married?
Well, I have remained unmarried because I have not seen anyone to marry.
Oh.
The truth is that we are destined for each other. That's why the moment I saw you, I know you are the woman. Please accept to be my wife and I will be the happiest man on earth.
This is very tough for me. Really, I never wanted to end up here. Getting married to you will automatically make me a woman that will live in this kingdom all the rest of her life. I'm finding it difficult living with that.
You are talking as if you've forgotten that we have good mind. Yeah? We are making money and that is why we cannot go anywhere else. Eh? Just say yes to me and I will be the happiest man in this land. Please.
I wouldn't want you to think that I'm Lily Liver. I am not.
So what is holding you from doing the job? I have confirmed that he is the cultist that murdered my only brother. He has no right whatsoever to be alive.
A woman once hired me to kill her husband because he slept with 3 of her friends. I moved on and switched off the man, and 3 months later, the same woman that hired me went and reported to the head warrior that her husband was assassinated. They started investigation and I was forced to run. Since then, I have been skeptical when women call me for business.
I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, this case has nothing to do with me. I don't know the woman you just mentioned. How am I supposed to continue living with a man that killed my only brother? How much do you want? What is it going to take? Tell me, I am ready to pay anything. I just want him to die the same way my brother died. I want him to beg for his life. I want him to smell the bitter taste of death. That is what I want.
You really want me to do this?
A man that couldn't get me pregnant after all these years, but yet killed my only brother. I want him paid back in his own coins. I owe him nothing. I want him dead and I want it done immediately.
Is it true? Did you actually kill her brother? You know, will you shut up your mouth? I will not have you question me because I told you what happened around here.
If anyone left, yes, I am happy. Because she was becoming a liability. I am happy she left.
Why would you soak your hands in blood? The protection our father gave you forbids you from shedding innocent blood. Why would you kill anyone?
You don't know. Let me tell you in case you don't know. The real deal here is that you must go back to Ezeonu. That is where you belong. I am happy you know where your father was buried. Ezeonu, you don't belong here. Stop floating yourself around in another man's family.
Uluno, you're not my brother. You're not! You said this girl you took away from me with the power you collected from Ukadike will surely come back to me someday. You are a stranger here. You cannot continue to impose yourself on me. You cannot.
Are you still fighting this battle you have failed?
Oh, you think I failed? Iluno, you think I failed? No problem. You go back to your house and don't come back to this place again.
You think I actually am into charms to have gotten the crown, right?
I don't have time to waste with deceivers like you. Iluno, you must know one thing. This crown must come back. Iluno, go. With time you will know.
Mother, I don't like the look on your face. I have accepted his proposal. He completely threw me off my feet with his well-structured words. For once, I never knew that he was that romantic. Mother, are you listening to me?
You gave birth to a legitimate daughter of this kingdom, and then you sold her off into slavery. On her own, she traced her way back into this kingdom. And here you are, calling her a princess. That is fallacy. She neither received blessing from the king, nor any member of the ruling council. Wake up the king today, and he will confirm to you that he has only one princess. Her name is Adora.
Enough. You are not going to marry him.
Why? I already accepted before him that I shall be his wife.
You will not marry into that family. They are not worthy to have you as their wife.
Mother, why would you say a thing like that? Ekezie was here and we spent the better part of the afternoon together. He told me virtually everything I needed to know about his family. And sincerely, I'm comfortable with everything I heard.
His father called you a slave.
Yes, he told me his father said that. Am I a slave?
He actually told you that?
He said he had tried to convince his father and that the man refused to listen, saying that his son would never marry a slave. To his father, I am a slave. Ekezie had further gone to obtain permission from the elders. And he said that I remain a freeborn of this kingdom and that he is free to marry me. That's why he came here.
Did he tell you the elders that gave the approval?
Mother, I don't need to know that. The most important thing is that he appreciates me as a free citizen of this kingdom. He is ready to love me even when his family is against his intentions. Mother, this shows that he is very genuine. And that is what I want from any man.
Awele, I know Unyani Kutelu very well. He is not a good man. He will go to any extent to frustrate that marriage if his son goes ahead and marries you. I don't want my daughter to marry into a family that the father-in-law is a bad man. No. Forget about it, Ekezie. I will get you a better man.
I don't make decisions in a hurry. I take my time. And when I do, it's hard for me to change my mind. Mother, I am going to marry the man that threw me off my feet. And I don't think I will change that decision.
Ichienebelu will come here and repeat exactly what I told you. I discussed extensively with him and he told me that she's not a slave.
What?
I have proposed to her and I am going to marry her. You're welcome.
I got your message, and I wonder what went wrong.
Sit down.
Thank you.
My son here is planning to marry the slave girl that came back from Ezeonu. The same slave girl the throne queen mother is now parading as a princess. I asked him, and he said you are supporting him. I sent for you Ishi Enebele because I want to be looking into your face as I ask you why.
Ekeze, you never told me the exact reason you were asking those questions.
Now you know. The circumstances surrounding her exchange at bed is known to all. Yeah? We all know that Igwe Ekulukaralu was her father, and that the throne queen is her mother. Yeah? Can we legitimately call her a slave? Yeah? Let us remember that it is an abomination in Umopali to punish someone for an offense he or she didn't commit. She realized that she's not from Ezeonu, but from Umopali, and decided to identify herself with us. Can we legitimately call her a slave?
Huh? She's not a slave.
Oh. What did I hear you say?
You heard me. She cannot be called a slave because she is not a slave. She is a citizen of this community. So, if your son has interest in making her his wife, let him go ahead. Let us lend our support.
Ishienebele, there are some questions I want to ask you, and I want you to answer them sincerely. Was she blessed by the king? Was she blessed by anybody in the ruling class?
Ezeonu, the current king, blessed her. Even made her part of royalty. We cannot change it.
Listen to me, Ekezia. I want to advise you as a father. If you want to know what any woman will develop into, look at the mother of that woman. The mother of any woman will give you a picture of what a woman will turn into tomorrow. Now listen to me. I will never allow my son to marry the daughter of a mad woman who was raised by an evil woman, Ngozi of Ezeonu.
So it will be right to say that her mothers are the problem, not her.
Hey, listen to me. Don't put words in my mouth. I have taken a decision that must be respected. I am the traditional prime minister of this kingdom, and there is no way you will ever marry any woman without my approval. So let it sink into your thick skull.
Do you really think what you're doing is the best thing? I came here to see my friend, who happens to be your wife. You have not answered my question as to your whereabouts. And here, we are sleeping together.
Do you know what about your friend? Talk about yourself. She called me a murderer, a killer, and an evil man. And she disappeared. I think your visit is remarkable. You've come to fill the vacuum she created with her exit. I will expose you to all the beautiful things in life. You are sweet. And I'll make sure you get sweeter by the day.
There must be a reason why she called you names and left.
She was surprised to know I'm the Lord of Otibo Olugbo Confraternity. She said I killed her only brother, and she called me a murderer. Is she not insane? Who ended that bastard in Obendida a long time before I met Ifunanya. She cannot hold me responsible for my actions if I met her.
I can't believe this. I can't believe it. Are you telling me that you are among that group that killed the innocent people at Obendida?
Udoka! Udoka! Wait. Who sent you? Who sent you?
Calm down, just calm down.
So who sent you? Speak! Stay here. Don't move. Do you understand me?
Hey, Oganda.
Greetings, men of Umokbale.
We greet you.
Greetings to you.
And my brothers from Ezeonu, I greet you.
You are welcome.
I am standing on my feet to address this gathering because of the importance of this mission. The men of Ezeonu are warriors, and this is known by all. And we all know that warriors cannot be caged in a strange land. The man of Ezeonu is today king in Umokbaleri. Still, Umokbaleri do not pay homage to Ezeonu, to us, as providers of their king. We have waited for a long time to see if this abnormality could be corrected. But it has now dawned on us that we are not even thinking about it. This is why we came. And we have two options on the table. You will either release our son, Iluno, to come and become king in our land. Or you will enter into a perpetual agreement with us that you are under us in political status.
Yes.
Yes. I'm sorry if these conditions are tough, but suffice it to say that they all were taught and they stand irrevocable.
Yes.
I rest my case for now.
I look into their faces and I see deceit. Do not listen to them.
I am surprised that men of Umar Aleri are not willing to respond to our request. That means Onye Balonkete, kwele ekwe? Men that are elected to say nothing have indirectly agreed to what was said. And we are living with the impression that Umar Aleri is a nurse to Ezeonu. Eh? And whatever that happens here must be approved by the elders of our land.
I want you to listen. That the people have refused to fight does not mean they don't know how to fight.
Yes.
You have insulted us enough. And I want you now not to push it beyond limit. Because if you do, you are not going to appreciate the way we are going to handle it.
Oh yes.
Your land, Ezeonu, as you said, is a land of warriors. We agree. But I want you to equally agree that Umar Aleri is a land of greater warriors.
Exactly. That's one.
Be very careful. Be very careful.
I am sorry, Nzaonya Nekutel, but I've not insulted your land. I just spoke the mind of our elders. And I want to tell you what we want to do. We are going to live with our king. The men of Umar Aleri should provide a king for Umar Aleri. The present situation that a man of Ezeonu is a king in Umar Aleri is unacceptable to us.
Yes.
Is that not what you agree?
I choose to stand to address this because I am the man in the center of it all. Already I have started the process of retrieving all you stole from my mother, Ngozi of Ezeonu. He who comes to equity must come with clean hands.
Yes.
But your hands are shrouded in evil and wickedness. And I wonder what makes you think you can represent Ezeonu anywhere.
Are you talking to us?
How dare you address us with such reckless choice of words?
And I am not going to remind you that you are in Umar Aleri. Our king is standing and you have no right to cut into his statement again.
Yes. Umar Aleri is an independent kingdom. And here we have one of the strongest political structures on earth. We can never, never surrender to the people of Ezeonu.
Never.
We can't. So if your mandate here is to come and provoke us, I'll gladly tell you that we shall refuse to be provoked.
I am sorry, but you are not making any sense to me. Because you are a stranger in this land, you remember. And I know that men of Umar Aleri will not be naive to allow you to take decisions for them. You are following us back to Ezeonu. If they insist that you remain here as king, then this kingdom shall be considered as part of our kingdom.
Yes. Should I not just kill this man? Let us know that.
Ifewa, Why are you being angry for nothing? Were you the one that sent the bandits to storm the place?
I'm ashamed of you. So you went to my place, and that idiot that paraded himself as my husband told you I was not at home. And you had the effrontery to spend the night with him. What kind of a woman are you?
I am not going to go into that.
Oh.
If you happen to be the one that sent the killers, I wish to inform you that they are all dead. And they killed your man as well. But they made their Waterloo.
I am not interested or impressed with your news. You know why? The news bearer is disgusting.
Come on, Ify, what has come over you? Why are you calling me names?
You know, the mere fact that you had the gods to sleep with my man gives you away as a very dangerous and evil person. And I don't want to ever see you again. Ever!
Are you telling me off or what?
Oh, yes. You leave my house this minute and you don't ever in your lifetime come back. And you know what? Keep your greetings to yourself. If you see me on the way, don't greet me.
Oh, come on, Ify, you're taking this too strongly.
Am I?
You're taking it too strongly. And I wonder if you remember that I remain the only one to save you. For I know that you engage those murderers.
Oh, shut up! Shut up! When the kingdom securities starts going around asking questions, I am sure you'll be able to tell them how you killed the prince the one night that you spent exhibiting the zenith of your loose thighs. My beauty.
Are you talking to me?
Oh,
how did you talk to me like that?
Next time you talk to me that way, you will not live to tell the tale.
The people that came from Ezeonu are gone. And I believe this is the best time for us to tell ourselves the truth. Yes. Because it does not make sense waging an unnecessary war against the people that spoke the truth.
I beg your pardon of Kutalu. I think you are deviating.
How?
Huh? What and what have they said that you are referring to as the truth?
Oh. Eh?
Huh? They came here to insult us. Yes. And I think we've just committed a blunder by allowing them to live without us breaking their legs.
The only reason I am not going to place a curse on you for interrupting me rudely is because of your late father, who was a great man of this kingdom. I remember him vividly. The next time you will try this thing again, I am going to teach you that I am a man of many sides in this land. Now, going back to what I was saying before I was rudely interrupted by this one that is parading himself as Ozugbo in our land. Iluna, it is only right for you to go back to Ezeonu where you belong because you are a man of Ezeonu. You cannot continue to function as a king here in our land. You have to go back to your land and assume position as king over them.
I am sorry, father, but I'm going to resist you. Yes. With all those that share the same confusion with you.
Oh yes, yes.
You don't know he's our king and he's not going anywhere.
Are you talking back at me?
I am not going to keep quiet because you are not doing the right thing.
Yes.
A man who was blessed by the king and was declared a citizen can never be punished by the council of elders.
Never.
I am a man fully initiated into the masquerade of Umobaleri. I am going to resist the conspiracy to the end.
Yes.
His Royal Majesty, as a Iluna of Umobaleri, is not going anywhere.
Yes.
Did you wake up to breathe through your anus?
You will rule forever.
You know what's happened? The only reason I followed you here is to address you in your compound. So that all the spirits here will bear me witness that I spoke when it mattered most. Everything you said, Unumo Paleri, from beginning to the end, are all lies. In fact, you took us to that kingdom to insult our intelligence. I'm presently regretting following you there.
Wait a minute, Mr. Zobian. Are you trying to tell me that you are comfortable with the fact that our son is a king in another land and we don't have king here?
The young man in question is your nephew. By the answer of the gods, he has become a king in another land. You should be happy for him. His subjects appreciate him. What is your problem? You now want to bring him back home to render him redundant. I am not part of that your plan. This land will bear me witness. I am not part of that your evil plan. Anakwam,
Huh? Naba? Oh no, what I told you. Whatever you come out of this will be on your head. I'm not part of it. I've told you. As big as this, no heart of a man. Okay, come on. We are back here to assure you that we are solidly behind you. Once kings emerge in Umubaleri, they remain kings till death. Others are warming up to initiate something that never happened before, and we are going to resist them with everything we have. Eh?
You know, I thought all these oppositions would come to an end once I became king. But now that I am king, I realize there are still more oppositions.
To tell you the truth, they are just testing the man and the leadership qualities in you. I will need you to remain strong and to prove to them that you are not a weakling.
I think they are doing this because they think I am planning to bring back my mother and impose her as queen mother. But I have no such plans. And I do not even know how to communicate this idea to them.
Your Highness, I am seeing this thing from a different angle. The authorities and powers in this kingdom are dividing between the elders and those of us who are still young. And we are not ready to give up. Just assure us that you are ready to continue on the right path. We shall settle down and plan.
I have remained unmarried because I have not seen anyone to marry. The truth is that we are destined for each other. That's why the moment I saw you, I knew you are the woman. Please accept to be my wife and I will be the happiest man on earth.
I know exactly what is running in your head. You're just imagining life with Ekezi as his wife. Well, wake up from your slumber, my daughter. Because it will never happen.
Mother, please, enough of this. Why are you endlessly changing like a chameleon?
Will you shut up and listen to me? Some elders came from Ezeonu, requesting that Ezeonu should relinquish his present position as the king and go with them back to Ezeonu. Can you imagine that idiot, that fool Ekezi, that I'm doing everything to make sure he marries the most wonderful princess we have, was speaking against their mission? Now, will you tell me, how would you now marry a man who is openly fighting your mother?
Mother, if you are sure that Ekezi actually squared up to these said elders, then it means that he is reliable. It means that he is the right man for me.
Are you out of your senses? How do you mean he is the right man for you?
Mother, what exactly is your problem? Ezeonu, my brother, or who?
You're still even calling him your brother. That means you did not even hear what I said. Listen, Awele. I said that some elders came from Ezeonu to take Ezeonu back with them because he does not belong here. Because he belongs to them in Ezeonu. They want him back home in Ezeonu. So he is going back to them while my son Chizitere is crowned king.
Mother, wait. Let me get something clear. Are you saying you want Ezeonu to relinquish the crown and go back to Ezeonu?
Exactly. Because the crown does not belong to him. The crown belongs to my son, Chizitere. They used some powerful charms on him. Finally, the mask is finding its way back to the original owner. He is going back to Ezeonu, where he belongs, while my son will be crowned king.
What you are saying will never happen. The youths have taken a decision on this, and we are ready to challenge the elders. We are going to fight them to finish.
Come, who are you working for?
I am not working for anyone. I am doing my best to avoid anything that could reduce our kingdom to public ridicule. Kings emerge here to rule until they die. That is what we know. And that is how it shall remain.
We shall see.
What is going on?
You just sit down. Let me get you something to eat. We have a lot to discuss.
It is not very glaring. Their mother is pursuing an agenda, and I am not going to make myself available for her constant manipulations.
Will it be possible for us to get married without her consent?
The people that are getting married have the final say. Your mother and my father has no say at all. They are playing discordant tones. And the best way forward under these circumstances is to ignore them and proceed with our noble intentions.
Do you mean you can actually disobey your father and marry me?
The truth is that I have never agreed with him. And based on what I'm seeing so far, I am going to disagree with him again. I am now a prominent man of Umobaleri. I take credit for my achievements. And I blame no one when I make mistakes.
You impress me every new day.
And you made me feel great. The very first day I set my eyes on you. It has remained a glorious impression every new day. Thank you.
I hope you're enjoying it.
Very delicious.
I can still remember what that strange man said to me.
Okudele, please, wake up from your sleep and think like a warrior of Ezeonu. An unwanted child that was sold at birth is trying to make us irrelevant. We must stand to challenge him.
I don't think I would like to continue with this.
Why? Why are you backing off now that we have put in motion the best traditional tactic to bring him here? Why?
Because men like you that have eyes do not see. Those that are blind could see properly. Aspire to be blind.
What do you mean by that?
So that you could see.
What do you mean by that? As you aspire to be blind?
That strange man named Ukadike said a whole lot, and I am not ready to continue with what may lead to regret. I want you to ponder on this saying: men cannot cover the moon.
Don't tell me that you are becoming naive. You now see Luno as your moon?
Discretion remains the better part of valor. Know when to discontinue something that will lead to dishonor.
You're a coward. I regret even getting you involved in this for the first place. Coward.
Oluolie.
Oh?
I smell conspiracy here. My son, who was at the verge of becoming king, was killed in his hut. And you men in charge of kingdom security are not doing anything to get his killers.
It was your husband who mandated that every man that has bands of yam
acquire a gun from Oka to watch over the bands. Yes.
I'm really trying very hard to get the connection between your explanation and the assassination of my son.
Ochora, it has everything to do with the issue. Now, every man owns a gun. Even those who have never planted yam before, including your own son. He was found dead with others, including Onyento, who was notorious for his evil deeds.
I paid some to Onyento, the deadliest assassin whom I brought from Anedo. They were unable to end him. Here, I have returned the remaining of what you paid to me. Look for someone else to continue from where I stopped.
Did you say Onyento?
Yes, Onyento. Do you know him?
No, I've never really met him, but I've heard about him. Good. Why would they kill my son?
That question I cannot answer for now. But later, you will get the answer.
Ochora, I am an Ichie in this land. Sit down here and talk to you. Tell me what is eating you up. The youth of this land are in support of Ezeonu. Never mind. We have made it so clear to him that he has to be on his way back to Ezeonu.
Ichie Nebelu, I have not come here to discuss Ezeonu or Ezeonu or whatever. I have come to ask you who paid you.
Do I look like someone that can be bought with money? I don't understand what you mean by who paid me.
Chizitere has been murdered. Yes. Huh? You heard me right. He was murdered with his housekeeper. Olole, the head of security in this kingdom, confirmed that it was the same Onyento that works for you that killed them. Why did you kill my son, Ichie?
Honestly, I don't understand what you're talking about, Ochora. I didn't send anyone to kill your son.
You think you can be silly with someone like me? I asked you to kill Ezeonu so that my biological son would become the king. You did not do it. Rather, you had the effrontery to kill my son.
Ochora, why are you sounding this way? I didn't do anything. Onyento is a hired assassin. He kills the moment he's paid. Why not try and find out exactly who sent him? For me, I never did. I can swear on my life.
I count myself lucky to have met you here. I have tried to see you in your place, but you have refused to see me.
I am here with you now. Why are you looking for me?
I wish to apologize for all the wrong I did to you over the years. It has dawned on me that men cannot cover the moon. I have come to realize that your son, Ezeonu, is the moon that has risen to provide us light as we pass through the dark side in this life.
I'm impressed with your excellent choice of words, but I don't believe you.
I know you don't believe me, and I must tell you I understand your reasons. But I'm here to tell you the truth that is flowing from my heart. It is Ono Osakwe who lured me into all the wickedness we unleash against you. I have found out eventually that men cannot cut a man that gods have not cut. I know you have your way. You can reach your son in Umopale. Tell him never to return to this land. Because Ono Osakwe has perfected how he would die once he returned to this land.
You are lucky to have made this move. Else, both of you would have been consumed in that plot.
You sound as if you are already aware of the plot.
Have you forgotten that I am the revered Ngozi of Ezeonu? If I cannot see such things, why then do men fear me? You are lucky. Now I know that I have only one fool in the line.
I'm now working on your side now. All the lands I personally got as my share from what we seized from you. I now surrender them all. I believe you know how to protect your son, because the plan against him is massive.
And his end shall be massive.
I was planning to tell you. I didn't know he had told you already.
Yes, he told me even before coming to you. And he has kept me posted every step of the way.
You see, Ekeze is one of the men I hold above board in this community.
My father recognized him as a very credible man, and I have grown to realize I cannot do without him.
I'm really happy you like him. Mother changed her mind about him because he refused to do what she asked him to do.
Yes, he told me, and that's the reason I'm here. I want her to clarify me on certain things. You know, the corporate existence of this community is being undermined. So I have come for her to give me some clarification.
Mother came back this evening and went into her chambers. I greeted her and she didn't even respond. When I asked her what she wanted to eat, she said she was okay and wouldn't want to see anyone again. I was even talking to her and she was responding from inside. I really don't know what's troubling her.
We are going to Ezeonu tomorrow, just the two of us.
What are we going there to do again? I really don't like going to Ezeonu.
No matter what has happened, I will forever be indebted to your mother for giving me life. And you should also be indebted to my mother. I want to go there and bring her back. I want her to abandon that telepathic temple that make people call her names.
I'm not sure Mother will be happy that I was part of the process that brought your mother to this point.
And that is because she thinks I'm going to bring her to come and become Queen Mother here. No! I just want her to be close to me, to sleep and wake up in the same place with me. Is that too much for a son to ask for the mother?
I will go.
Thanks for your understanding. I won't come here tomorrow. Meet me at my place, then we'll go from there. When we are back, we'll plan your wedding with Ekeze.
Thank you.
Let me see if I'll be lucky.
What do you want?
Mother, I just want to know if you are okay.
Stop calling me mother. I am not your mother. Ngozi of Ezeonu is your mother. Leave us alone. You are not from this land. Your presence here is affecting this land. Leave us. Be mature enough to go in peace.
So I think the ideal thing we should do tonight is just leave her for the night.
alright? I don't know what's wrong with the door. I can't open it. Please help me open the door. Ekwenike, please open the door. Please open the door for me, Ekwenike, please. Someone please get...
You were trying to open that door, right?
Yes, my queen. The door is locked up. She called for my help, and as I tried to open...
Don't you go close to that door again. She must remain there until she regains her sanity.
Is she mad, my queen?
Go and look for something else to do. Remember, do not go anywhere close to that door.
Yes, my queen.
Leave.
I was supposed to come with Awele, but I waited for her as we planned. She didn't show up, so I decided to come alone.
Ichioku Dele approached me and warned me that you should not come to Ezeonu because of what Onowo Sakwe planned.
Mother, I have not come here to discuss Onowo Sakwe or any other person. I have come here because of you. With sand in my hand, I beg you to come live with me in Umo Baleri.
I have become so many things to so many people. Some people can't do anything without practically making inquiries from me.
I know all that. You weren't like this from birth. In fact, when my father was alive, you were just an ordinary woman. All this started after my father died. And you met a man from Akampisi who introduced you to sorcery. And he died. You took up his wand and set up this temple.
Who told you all this?
Your son is now the king of Umo Baleri. I have a room in the palace where I can go into and anything I seek will be made manifest before me. Mother, I can authoritatively tell you that that wand you took from the man of Akampisi that has made you the head of telepathic art will one day become a problem for you. Get rid of it. Come and live with me in Umo Baleri. Do not say no, for I won't take no for an answer.
Go back to Umo Baleri. I will be there before sunset. At dusk.
Obuonyisogu, you have ended the lives of the high and the mighty. My enemy has entered in the den of lion, and I decreed that this day shall be his end on the earth. He will use this road on his way back to Umo Baleri. I just ask you for one thing. I am asking for one thing. As he crosses this thread of death, tie his heart. Let him die like a nobody. I want him to die with his mother. I have swallowed the lives, and men who are men like me do not vomit what they have swallowed.
Ifechukwu delu n'odego ya, Ifechukwu delu n'odego ya, Ifechukwu kwulu n'okwu ya, Ifechukwu kwulu n'okwu ya, onye Chukwu zọlụ n'ọzọgo ya, onye Chukwu zọlụ n'ọzọgo ya. Ilo dị n'ebe niile, ma n'ilu n'ọkasị ilo niile. Ifechukwu delu n'odego ya, Ifechukwu delu n'odego ya, Ifechukwu kwulu n'okwu ya, Ifechukwu kwulu n'okwu ya, onye Chukwu zọlụ n'ọzọwo ya, onye Chukwu zọlụ n'ọzọwo ya.
Why are you doing this to me? You're making me regret why I came back to Mokpaleri. Why?
That is not my business. As a matter of fact, I have further secured this door, and in fact, all the walls around you with the shocking Mbajala of Umokpaleri. I will teach you the lesson of your life. You cannot escape it.
And I'm asking you why. To the best of my knowledge, Mbajala is an evil charm used in caging violent people that are killing others. Why would you surround my heart with Mbajala?
Because I am Ochiora, and my word is law. If you want me to set you free, then you have to swear on this staff that I'm holding here that you will denounce Ilono. If not, you will have to die in there.
I will never denounce my brother.
You are in the dark and will die in the dark. He is not your brother.
Mother, you have killed Chizitere. Ilono is the only brother I have. I will never denounce him.
Well, I'll be back at sunset to know your stand.
Mother, please come back and open this door, please! Mother!
Break it down here. Break it down.
The queen has...
Point of immediate correction, Ekwenike. There is no queen in this land. The woman you just call queen has been dethroned. You don't have to call anyone queen.
All right, forgive me. She has locked Princess Awele in her room. Yes, she has locked her in her room. And she has ordered that no one should open for her. She has not eaten since morning. And that hut has been caged with Mbajala. She cannot escape.
You are playing with everything, right?
Why on earth will I play with such an issue? I am telling you what happened. She suspected that she may break the door and escape. So she used Mbajala. She cannot escape. You know the way to her room. You can go there and see things for yourself. Yes.
Mbajala is an instrument of the masquerade to cage violent people. Why will she touch Mbajala?
If I were you, I will not be asking questions here. I will be thinking on how to free my woman. That is what you should be doing now. Think of how to free your woman. Yes, you should be thinking of that.
Why would she say I killed Jizite? And why is she even holding on to someone who is not her brother?
You have practically done all things and got away with all. But for you to touch Mbajala means you have reached your climax.
Are you talking to me?
Despite your ill behaviors and bad judgment, I continue to respect you because I kept hoping that you will change. But for you to finally defile the masquerade right of Umokpaleri by touching Mbajala means I was wrong. You wait for me here. I will hand you like a masquerade.
There are wars, oh there are wars, but silent war is the worst of all wars. Men can change all things, men can create all things.
What gave him the guts to talk to me in that manner? And what can he even do?
Mbajala is an ancient instrument of the ancestors.
A woman who has no right to touch it has used it to cage another woman. Let every power of Mbajala that is already been abused in this environment return to the staff of Okemo.
Who gave you the permission to come into this palace and do what you're doing? Get! Go after that intruder and bring back Awole immediately.
A man that is holding the staff of Okemo is already Okemo in full.
Who are you telling that tale? Go after them! Go! Go!
Men can change all things. Men can create all things. Men can do all things. But they cannot change God. Men can do all things. Men can create all things. Men can change all things. But they cannot change God. There are wars. Oh, there are wars. But silent war is the worst of all wars. There are wars, oh there are wars, but silent war is the worst of all wars.
I waited for you as we discussed, but you didn't show up, so I decided to go alone.
I woke up early, I took my bath, prepared myself for my trip to Ezeonu. Just at the moment I was going to leave the house, when I attempted to touch the door, I discovered something was wrong with my door. The door was shocking. Just then I heard our mother's voice saying that she had fortified my door with Mbajala. I was caged inside my room until he came and rescued me.
Why is she doing this? Why is she undermining royalty?
The issue here is that she has desecrated the masquerade of Mmobaleri
By using the powers of Mbajala. You must handle that as king.
I believe she's doing this to get at me. But I will not play into her hands.
She asked me to disown you, else I would die inside that room.
A woman saw her coming out of Echienebelu's compound. A few hours later, Echienebelu was found dead right inside his compound. What do you call this? She actually killed Echienebelu.
What is wrong with our mother? Why is she killing people?
Let's leave that for the gods to handle. Let's talk about the one that concerns us. Prepare. Tomorrow, both of you shall get married.
Oh, sure. I am not going to dabble into the madness of caging your daughter with the powers of Mbajala. The issue here...
I thank the gods you said it is my daughter. So it is nobody's business what I do with her.
It's not my business what you do with her or what you do to her. It's not my problem. The issue here is the act of desecrating the masquerade of this land. Why would you, a woman, involve Mbajala in any of your affairs? Why?
Well, I have not come here for that at all.
So why are you here?
That fool that became your king and not my king, is planning to give out my daughter in marriage tomorrow. I have come to beg you to please help me grind him to a halt.
Can you look me in the eye and deny you don't know what happened to Ishi Enebel?
I can swear on my life. Why would anybody want to kill a man like him? I'm as shocked as every other person.
Do you know what, Oshora? There is an abomination hanging around your neck. And as the traditional prime minister of this kingdom, I will not want to discuss anything with you when you have not purified yourself of that abomination. On that note, therefore, I want to be left alone. Please.
I have offered you large quantity of gold in the past which you turned down, and I have come to the conclusion that you are a man that material things cannot entice. You are still the prime minister of this kingdom. I have decided to offer you something that is worth more than gold. My body. You know, Obuefi, I don't know why you have refused to look at me. Even when my husband has died and almost forgotten, even your wife. I am ready to give you anything you want, anyhow you want it. Please, do not allow Ekeze to marry Awele. And that woman, Ngozi, I don't want her to live in this kingdom. Please, do it for me.
Are you telling me you don't know where my mother is?
The only thing I know is that she didn't sleep in this palace. She left since yesterday and has not returned.
See, I don't know what you will say, but this is bad manners.
How?
I was supposed to have left since morning. I don't know why you would allow me sleep till noon.
Oshiora, you are the queen of this land. It is not proper to wake a queen up from sleep.
I like this. You acknowledge the fact that I'm still the queen?
What are you saying? I am the traditional prime minister of this kingdom, and whatever I say happens. You are the queen of this land, of course. Listen, Ishi Enebele, who made the dethronement declaration against you, has met with his untimely death. And whatever thing he declared died with him. I am now the one that will make the new pronunciation. I am the one that will tell them what happens in this kingdom. And instead of me to say that your dethronement is still valid, I will make a public statement that your position as the queen has to back in this kingdom.
Obuefi, thank you. Thank you. I like this. You see, we have just started a process. And I will make you one promise.
Okay.
Whatever I can give you, I will not deny you of it.
That's nice.
As a matter of fact, I will ultimately give you part of the gold mine. I just want you to be for me.
I am so happy you came to me. Oshora, listen to me. I had always wanted to make you mine, but I was somehow scared that you will turn me down. I am so excited that you came to me yourself. Let me make you one promise. I will never let you down. Oshora, the queen of our land.
Obuefi. Obuefi.
I am the authority to give you out in marriage. I therefore hand you this wine and ask you to show us the man you have chosen as a husband.
Beautiful princess of Wapale Kingdom.
Yeah, look very well.
Hello, ma.
The beautiful
Beautiful woman.
Yes. In my capacity as your no of this kingdom. I demand instant explanation.
Men cannot cover the moon with their hands. And you, you cannot be able to cover the shining sun with your ordinary hands.
Exactly. Whatsoever that will be, must be. This is your son, Ekezie.
He is getting married to the princess Awele of the kingdom.
Impossible. I am the traditional prime minister of this kingdom and I have not sanctioned this meeting.
Yeah. Listen, His Royal Majesty, the king of our kingdom, is the one sharing this meeting. And he is still the strong one that will bless them. You have no right to dictate for our king.
Yes. Who do you call the king?
Royal Majesty.
His Royal Majesty, he's our king.
This one here?
Oh, yes.
I was the one that made him king.
And so?
I can undo what I did. Ultimate power resides in me.
As the owner of
Listen, everybody. I am here to declare that the dethronement order placed on the Queen Mother by Ishi Enebelen, that dethroned her as the queen of this land, has been suspended by his death.
Not possible.
This woman here now is the queen of this land. And she told me in confidence that she has not sanctioned the marriage of her daughter to Ekezie, my son. I also have not sanctioned Ekezie, my son, to marry her. So I don't know what is going on here. A strange man of Ezeonu, who is parading himself as our king.
It's our king.
Who has refused to go back to Ezeonu even after they came from Ezeonu asking him to come back. He cannot overshadow the decision of the Queen Mother and the Onowu of this land. Therefore, I declare this meeting closed.
I want to take a stand on this once and for all. Ichi Onyane Kutelu.
Onowu Onyane Kutelu. Onowu.
You are the traditional prime minister. That is not in dispute. It flows in your family. Ekezie, your son, will take over from you when you have joined our ancestors.
That is if the hoodlum can kill a cow.
I can kill a cow. If I can marry her, I can kill 10 cows.
If you are sure that a woman who has committed an abomination, a woman who had the guts to abuse the powers of the great Mbajala, should be reinstated as Queen Mother, then you go ahead and do as the custom demands.
Yes.
And we shall all bow to the Queen.
Yes.
Our has come. In line with the custom of our people, I sanctify you with this sand, thereby cleansing you of the sacrilege of touching the crown of Umobale, and further using the power of Mbajala of this land. From this day onwards, you shall continue to function as the queen of Umobale kingdom. She is the queen. Nothing changes that. I said it.
When the gods say yes, mere mortals cannot say no.
Yes.
We shall continue with the marriage proceedings. Show us the man you have chosen as a husband, and let the celebration continue.
Beautiful princess.
Yes.
Beautiful princess. Yes. Beautiful. Come on. Princess. The beautiful.
chukwu delu n'odego ya, ife chukwu delu n'odego ya, ife